If you can't work with people who understand the Black experience, understand Black history here in the United States, understand the special relationship that Essence has had with the Black community since 1965, if you can't bring the essence, the soul of Black America to Essence Fest, if you can't bring respect to Black Americans here in America at one of their staple Black American festivals, don't look for Black American dollars. That's it, that's all.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major.
Peace and blessings goes out to the fam. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to Chesley Major Media. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And do me a favor, don't forget to hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. Today, I got some video, some clips, and they're all about the Essence Fest. What's going on with the Essence Fest? Was it a flop this year? And why did it flop if it was a flop this year? Ticket sales were low. A lot of people didn't attend like usual. Something like 500,000 people a day would come to the Essence Fest to get a feel of New Orleans and, the Southern cooking and the Southern ambiance of the town and the Black experience. But now, people are staying away. People are saying it feels like an Afrobeats concert. It just ain't the same. Too much fufu and jollof and stuff like that. A bunch of Africans purchased it, which is fine. If they bought it, cool. But the thing is, they're trying to Africanize it, and people really don't appreciate the big changes that they're making. That's making it feel like it ain't Essence anymore. Check out these clips.
Essence Fest is whack and washed now because it's run by a bunch of Africans. There is no Black American culture that is reflected in Essence Fest anymore. Essence's CEO is an African. The chief, one of their chief top level executives and officers is an African. The person that owns Essence Ventures is an African. So what used to be a celebration of Black American culture, the culture that is ours, the culture that we built from the ground up, the culture that Black Americans influenced the world through, has now been co-opted by some African diaspora, Pan-African, whatever, and a lot of Black people are just not feeling it. Now, I went to Essence Fest for the first time a couple of years ago. I think it was like Nicki Minaj, New Edition, and Janet Jackson were the headliners. It was absolutely incredible. It was a celebration of Black Americanness. There were Black people in and up and through it. It was a pure celebration of Black American culture and Black American heritage. But now that it's been co-opted by a bunch of Africans, it seems that nobody cares because they don't set culture for this world. We do. And until Essence Fest gets back to the Black Americans who created it and founded it and lead the culture, it will continue to fail.
I've said this time and time again. As a matter of fact, I did a video saying that Black Americans are no longer dealing with, accepting, or tolerating disrespect. We recognize the power that we have with our dollar. And if you want to be disrespectful to the Black community here in the United States, Black Americans, you want to be disrespectful to us, we will withhold our Black dollars. So yes, Solomon Group, the organizers of Essence Fest, was like, what? The organizers of Essence Fest. But y'all know, I just can't go by this. I have to do my own research. I gotta go and ask some questions. So I went over to the Google machine. I didn't even head on over to Alfred this time. And I asked Google, I said, is the Solomon Group the organizers of Essence Fest 2025? The Google brain came back and said, yes, Tabitha. The Solomon Group has been the organizer of Essence Fest since 2012. Now, I don't know if this was the look of the Solomon Group back then, but this is the look of the Solomon Group today for Essence Fest 2025.
Stop disrespecting African American culture. You can't sell us African culture. We don't want to buy it.
This is an example of why many people feel the way that they do. She has not once acknowledged Black American culture. That's disheartening because Essence Festival is specifically for Black Americans. We're welcoming of all communities, but why can't we get any shine or recognition or acknowledgement for what this festival was meant for? There's no disrespect, once again, to anybody that's African or Caribbean. Love everybody in the Black diaspora. A lot of people that are native to New Orleans have spoken up and said that this display of the Essence Festival is a disrespect to what they've grown up to know it to be. A lot of local vendors that have produced a lot of great food are not showing up there, so people are not actually getting the New Orleans experience.
I'm ready to move on from this subject now, but I'm going to respond to this comment. Yeah, I'm ready to move on from the Essence Festival 2025 discussion. I'm ready to move on from Black Americans versus Black people in the diaspora. I'm ready to move on from this because I believe that I have provided Black Americans with the truth and with information to help them make an informed decision in how they want to move forward with Essence Festival, Essence Magazine, or Essence Ventures as a whole.
It's disrespecting our culture because y'all don't even like us. Y'all have absolutely no respect for Americans. When we wanted to be African, y'all reminded us over and over again how we're not as good as y'all. We don't know where we come from. We have a white man's last name. We're ratchet, we're ghetto. So let us be ratchet and ghetto in peace. If I wanted jollof rice, I'll go to an African convention. But nothing about Africa is even interesting to me. I don't want to dress like y'all. I don't want to dance to y'all music. I don't want to buy your oils or your miswax sticks. I don't want y'all jealousy braiding my hair, throwing curses into my scalp. This is America. I'd much rather learn slave history. Because at Essence Fest, we should be having a battle over the best fried chicken and macaroni and cheese. I don't know. So just like you're proud of female circumcision, we're proud of hip hop.
African people are taking over the Essence Festival with the intentions of selling African culture and heritage, okay? They're trying to sell Black people African culture and African heritage. They really feel like that we are lost, that we are confused on where we come from. My ancestors came from St. Helena, South Carolina. Just to let y'all know. And it's a lot of information on my great-great-great-great-great-grandparents and my great-uncles and great-aunts. It's a lot of, it's Black excellence, okay? And they try to push this narrative from now to slavery or the enslavement of African people, and that's not how that works. The enslavement of African people lasted over 400 years. Within probably 200 years of the enslavement of African people, the African American race started to begin because of the violence that enslaved Africans were enduring. But let's not take away from the fact that African American people have been around for a very long time. Stop telling us to go back to Africa. If you want to try to come in and colonize, be new generation colonizers, I just think that y'all should sell something that Black people are wanting and willing to buy. Stop thinking that we are insecure about our culture. Our culture is recognized all over the world. Without African American people, there wouldn't even be the culture in Africa. While y'all are hooting and hollering on y'all drums and bangos, and we are the reason why the advancement is happening in Africa. We are the reason. We are the culture. We are the voice. We are the celebration. We are the color. Without African American people, there will not be a lot of color in this world. Let's be very honest here.
So it looks like the same people that said Black Americans don't have any culture, and what is Black American culture, bought into our culture and are now trying to profit off of our culture while simultaneously erasing our culture. Make it make sense. You can't, because it don't. But I can see Black Americans are on code. They're sticking together. They're riding with each other. They're saying, hey, you ain't playing ball with us? We're going to take the air out the ball. Or matter of fact, we just going to take our ball back and go play with some other people. Because the disrespect will no longer be tolerated. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.